Restarting my farm is one of the major things that I'm doing now. I know it's very difficult for you or for me especially to restart from zero, but I don't have options. The only option I have is to give up. And let me even tell you this. I in 2021, 2022, when I lost my farm due to bad debt and natural disaster that happened on my farm, I decided that I'm not going to do agriculture again because I've tried my best. I've invested everything I had, my time, my health, everything into building this project, and it failed. So I will not do it again. And many people started coming to me sincerely to tell me using data that look, how many agricultural companies do you know that are making money? How many people do you know, the billionaires you know in this life? How many of them are into farming? How many of them made their money from agriculture? Beautiful informations that we are real, right? But the thing is, what give Aliko Dangote satisfaction might not be what give Big Gate satisfaction. What gives Elon Musk satisfaction might not be what will give Femi Otedola satisfaction. So we have different people, they have different purposes, they have different assignment on earth. I'm not sure you will call my father in the Lord, Bishop Oyedepo, to come and start a poultry farm. He will come. I'm not sure. He will tell you plain that God did not send him to do that. I'm not sure you go and call someone who God have called and say you are going to be a pilot. That person loves anything aerodynamics, so he's not interested in saying go and start a poultry farm. He might have passion for that, you get, but passion does not translate to money. What gives you money most times is not even your passion. Now for some of us, I'm not saying passion does not pay, it also pay a lot, and it has paid me. Like someone like me, I'm doing agriculture first for passion, and secondly that it will feed me and give me money and transform my community. So I try saying, okay, since this farming have fed me, I will never go back to it again. And of course, many people have even written me off as a failure. Many have called me a scammer, and it's hard for me to say, okay, I will go back, raise money again, and start. Where can I even start? Because many people that trusted you, love you, people that were giving you praises, people that you were giving them money, they were enjoying due to what you were doing, they are now against you. So just leave this agriculture. So one of my sincere friend, a very good and supportive friend, called me one day and said, okay, I have one of my friend that is into forest. He's trading forest, making big money. I have seen testimony. I have trained a student. Those students are also making money. So instead of you just being, because as at this time, if I wake up, I'll just be in my room. I have no job, nothing to do, than just cry and read my books. So he now told me that, okay, since you don't have anything doing and saying you go and restart another farm due to the fact that you have lost this one, it will require a lot of capital and you don't have. And not just capital, but even your mind is not at rest yet. So I want to buy this forest course for you so you can study it and be trading. Because of course, forest, nobody is coming to tell you anything. You're the one that is your own boss. You stay in your room. No government is coming to tell you anything. You earn your money in dollars. So I say, okay, I'll be interested because honestly, as a family man, if you don't have anywhere money is coming from, you have challenges. So I say, okay, let me restart with that. But when I bought the course, I try my possible best. I say, okay, I dedicate 4 hours or 6 hours every day to study this course. But unfortunately, I could not. I studied the course for days. It couldn't enter my head. It couldn't enter my head. I studied. I said, what's happening? Now, when we bought the course, we were added to a group. So in that group, we have a lot of people who were also students of this guy. The guy was very good. The course is excellent. People were trading, making money, sharing testimony. Today I've made $20. I made 100. I made 200. Like that. But me, people that I even started with were making. It was not in my brain. I said, no, no, no. I can't continue this way. So I took a job in a poultry farm. They were paying me very small salary, but I say at least this is what my soul be satisfied doing it. And I saw that as an assignment from God for me to restart. I took the farm as my own farm, like personal farm. I saw that, okay, you have now restart. Bring in the old experience that you have into this new business and see how you can transform this farm into a productive venture. So I was doing the farm, running the farm with my heart. Just that the owner of the farm was, she was not that careful with the farm. She doesn't, I think farming was not her major source of income. So she was not even interested in the business that much. There were many things that I would tell her, man, let's do this way. She would just tell me no. Or there are many policies that she will bring. I will tell her based on my experience on this, she will say no. This is what, because many people who have money, they don't take instruction, sadly. They hardly take instruction, especially from people that don't have what they have. So they believe it's because you don't have money, so you can't give them any instruction. So she was that kind of a person. So the farm, I have to leave because I was becoming more frustrated. Because it's very difficult for me to see red and you're insisting it's white and I should accept because you're the owner of the farm. It was frustrating my life. I said, no, 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 I can't continue this way. Even though the salary was very, very, very small, I couldn't pay my transport coming back to my home every day. I have to be sleeping in the farm because it's what I love. So I said, no, I have to go back to agriculture. And then I sat down and asked myself, how did you start in this agriculture? How did you start many years ago before you built the farm and then you lost the farm? So go back to what you were doing, how you started. So I took my pen and I started writing what I was doing. And I discovered that I did not have money when I started. It was only the Z that pushed me into starting this farm. So how am I going to do? Now I'm starting with a more superior knowledge. I'm not starting from zero. In practice, I'm not starting from zero because the knowledge I've gotten, I got that knowledge for 10 years of doing this business. So I knew that, let me start from where I started. So which agricultural venture did I start with? Poultry. Which of the poultry? Broilers. And then my spirit told me that is what you need to restart from now because you have mastered that before you added rice. Of course, I have mastered rice, but this is what you learned very well. So this one will take you little capital to start. But if you want to go into rice processing, you don't have the money. I gave an invoice to someone who wants to start a 30 tons rice processing factory. I was communicating with my Chinese supplier and they gave me an invoice. Only the transportation, logistic, moving this product from China to Nigeria is $39,000. Now, $39,000, if you give me that one, I'll start my farm already. Right? I've started my farm already. So the money is too big for me to say, well, I'll go back and start rice business. Of course, the only way I can do rice business is buying and selling. Buying and selling. But the love I have for poultry, I say, okay, let me restart with poultry. So how I'm going to restart this farm is what I want to share with you today. So if you too, you are just coming newly into agriculture, I have 3 keys that you can use to unlock the business aspect of agriculture. I'm not teaching you how to give feed to birds. That one is very easy. I've been shouting it. To how to feed your fish is very easy. I've been shouting it. So what I'm about to share with you is how to start a real business in agriculture. This is what I've learned. Number one thing, okay, for example, this is for me now. I'm restarting with poultry. Now, if I'm restarting with poultry farm, I have the vision, I have the knowledge, I understand it, but I will not be able to manage that project alone. So the next thing is staff. Who are the people that are going to start this farm with me? I want you to pay careful attention now because the idea you have, the millions you have in your account will sink without the right people to work with. And when you talk of the right people, mostly in Africa, people look at those that have gone to school and got maybe MSc in marketing. They believe that one should be the marketing manager. They will look at someone who did accounting and say this should be our accountant. But someone who read accounting will definitely, some will not even be accountable. They can't even give you any writing. So I'm restarting with staff. Who are the guys that are going to work with me on this project? Who are the guys that are going to work with me on this project? That is my major concern now. I've drawn out the quality of people I need, the experience they need to have, their character. Because it's not just I've worked in a poultry farm for 10 years. You have worked in a poultry farm for 10 years. What is your character? All the places you have worked, So character is what I'm looking after. Knowledge is also good. Experience is also good. But I'm going to start with careful assembling of staff. Now, when I read my Bible, I saw how Moses was given the vision of how to build the tabernacle. But the people that God put the knowledge into was Ahiolab and another different person. God even told Moses, go and tell them what I have told you. They know how to design it. You, Moses, can relate with me. You can lead, but you are not the one that will design it. Many of our religious leaders, being it Islam, being it Christian, being it Hindu, being it Judaism, they are not the one doing the labor that is required. They can only teach us, give us instruction, go and bring more members to this ministry. We are the one that will hit the street and start telling people our church is good. When you come, we are the one doing that labor. Their own is they know who to place as a leader. So I have to know. I have studied and I know people that I can employ. If you come to me, I know the people that I will select to be my farm manager. I know the kind of person that I will pick to be my sales rep. I know the kind of person that I will select to handle my money. I remember employing one guy to manage my factory, like being head of operation and everything. He ran away with my 1 million naira. To him, that was big money. You know, people from poor background who their mindset is also poor, 1 million is too much for them. They don't know that with that 1 million, once you remove 100,000, the money is gone. So he ran away. So I will not be employing people that are like that. And sometimes it's where people can package themselves and you will not be able to know. It takes God to show you that, yes, this person can work with you. Then I will give the person the job. Now, the next key is farm location. As I plan to restart my poultry farm, when God grant the grace, I will not just choose a farm location out of emotions. I will choose a farm location that is suitable for poultry farm. Where I build my farm currently, where the farm is now, it was when I got to the community that I discovered that many of these people were not too friendly to investment. I'm not kind of saying they are bad people, but we have people who have natural life of living, how they behave. There are some places where businesses doesn't do well. It's not because those places are cursed, but because of the human beings that are there, their kind of mindset. I was doing a business in a place where people see you as you are too small to own this kind of thing. I was operating my farm in a community where people were seeing you as it's only a politician or a Yahoo boy, a scammer that can make this kind of money to build this. Many of them will not tell me to the face, but they told my staff that this your guy is Yahoo Yahoo, is money ritual. How can he build this kind of facilities in 2 months? Can you see the kind of mindset? Now, that mindset will reflect on your business. Now, this was how the community affected me. So I employed some staff and they were not loyal. They were criminal. So 2 of them were selling my chicken feed. And they were selling it within the community. The community was buying this feed from them without telling me. It was after I've lost my farm, lost everything, lost money, and then one day, a very respected person in the community, someone I think should be able to identify such and warn people, was telling me that we saw some of your staff, they were stealing your feed, giving the entire community, everybody here have chicken. What they are using to feed their chicken is your feed. A bag that you bought for 8,000, 10,000, your staff are selling for 2,500, 2,000. As at that time, I don't know what to do because my company was down. Those people have left. But I shake my head. I say, this man, you are a very evil man. You knew this all this while. I've been coming to your house to greet you, to speak with you. You would have called me and said, Denison, look, let me tell you the truth. This your staff is stealing. This. He was a high profile person in that community. But they couldn't tell me. So you don't want to set up a business in a community that doesn't like development. Your farm location is very important. And your farm location should not even be in a place where people are crowded. A farm is in the farm. A farm is not in the house, especially when you're doing livestock farm. I know so in advanced countries, people can keep their livestock. Even in the UK, farms are not put in the city centers. They are outskirts of the town. Always. Now, people that live within the community should be welcoming. So before I buy any land now to set up my farm, I must study the community. There must be people who will accept the investment. People who I can employ, trust. The guy that ran with my money was a boy from that community. Because when I set up the place, I say, okay, if I get all my staff outside, what will now be their benefit for selling the land to me? So I employ few of their staff. I think 3 or 4. The 3 of them they stole from the farm. One stole my armor cable. You know armor cable, very expensive cable that we connected our generator to the factory. He came and stole, and why we knew was because he was arrested. Can you see it now? So now even digging my borehole, providing water in that community, I had to pay money to dig borehole in my own land. So such a community is not too good for investment. But all of that, when we are done, we are doing our project, it didn't like come to affect or let me say attack us. But the signals I will check out if I'm building my own farm in a community. Like if you go to northern Nigeria, for example, I'm not saying that is not similar to east. I've not been to east, so I'm just giving reference to where I've been. I've not been to south too. I'm just giving reference to where I've been. If you go to the north with this kind of business, they will welcome you with their heart. They will respect you with their heart. Their king doesn't, you can come and even lie down to greet you. Why? Because they love development. They love it when strangers leave all the bad news that they have been hearing and come to do business in their place. They will protect you with their life. I know some of my friends that own farms in northern Nigeria. What the community do to them. They can even give you free land. They can give you free land and say, okay, set up your business here. The king will be the one protecting you in that community. Why? Because they want your investment to grow. Because as your investment grow, their community is going to grow. So I will not be emotionally attached. Okay, if I discover that for me to run a very profitable poultry business, I need to travel outside of Nigeria to Canada, I will go. If I need to travel outside of Nigeria to the US, I will go. If my farm will be more profitable in the UK, I will go to UK. I will not be emotionally attached and say I must do it in Nigeria. It's business. And we farmers, we are global citizens. Once you are a farmer, you are sent to humanity, not a country, not a community. You are sent to humanity to provide healthy food for everyone. So if you're a Nigerian in a diaspora and you own a poultry farm in UK, say UK, you are doing a good job. If you can bring it to Nigeria, or let me say to Ghana or Rwanda or Kenya or any of Burkina Faso, any of the African countries, Zimbabwe, it's also good. But if you cannot bring it there, there is no need of feeling guilty and saying this farm must be in my place. You need to stop being emotional. I was emotional too when I was setting out my project. That project, if it is now, I wouldn't have done it in that place. I'm not regretting. I'm just saying I wouldn't have done it. I'm not demarketing my place. It's very fantastic. There are many factories there functioning now, making millions every month. But for me, that place was not favorable. Why? The Bible have said it already. And we know a prophet have no respect in his community. The people in my community, they knew me when I was very small, wearing pants, playing. So these small boys now, they can't welcome such. It's human nature. That is why you see Indians, they leave India and go to UK. They are the one that owns restaurants, big companies there. They come to Nigeria, they dominate. Now we are shouting, sell cassava, sell cassava. None of that facility is owned by a Nigerian entrepreneur. If a Nigerian entrepreneur started, maybe he'll be emotional and employ his neighbors, his family members. They will run that factory down. But an Indian man will come there, set it up, hire Nigerian people, and they will be loyal. So what is the difference? We respect people that know our people. So if say I move here to UK and I meet the right authorities and I tell them I'm here to start a farm, sell a land to me, maybe the government will celebrate me. I have not been there, but I think so. They will celebrate me and even give me a big land and say, be paying us small. Set up your farm here. They will give me all the support, all the grant opportunities I need. And if a UK person comes to Nigeria and set up, the Nigerian government might also do the same. We don't respect what we have, sadly. So farm location. Now, the next thing I'm going to look at is the demand. So in that farm location, it will not just move me because if I go to UK and set up my farm in UK, the government will give me land. What is the market demand there? Do the market there need the broilers that I'm bringing? Or they prefer layers? Or they prefer beef? Or they prefer sheep? So if they prefer beef and I'm not knowledgeable in beef, I will not go to that location. That market is not for me. The demand there does not request my presence. So I'm going to study the demand. So I will not just set up a poultry farm and say everybody eats eggs. You'll be surprised is that it's not everybody that eats egg that will buy from you. It's not everybody that eats egg that will love to eat your own. So once they know that this farm is owned by so so and so, they will say over their dead body they will never buy. I have a shop like that is close to me. I told my staff, one of my staff, that I will never buy anything from that shop. It's not because they are selling bad product, because the owner of the shop made something that I don't like, and I say I will not buy from her. So that is how human being are. Somebody cannot decide and say I will never patronize your shop. So the demand is very important. Now the next thing I will look at is purchasing power. As I'm restarting my fan, and as you're also starting your fan, you need to consider purchasing power. What is purchasing power? We have some places, if I'm starting the broiler fan now, that would prefer to buy birds that are 1 kg or 2 kg. Now, why? Because that is what their money can buy. If I keep my birds to 5 kg, they will not be able to afford it. You will lose money. If you are going into layers and 1 crate of egg is 7,000 naira, and those people in that community cannot buy 1 crate of egg for $7, why will you go and set up such a facility there? And if you're setting it there, what is your plan of moving this product to a location that can pay you? And what will be the cost? What will be the final cost of that product? So purchasing power is very important. Many people don't calculate it, they don't check. So if your target market is a civil servant, how many chicken does they eat? Or if you're targeting restaurant, we need to know how many volume of broilers are they going to buy per month. If I'm targeting a hotel, I need to know. I will not assume that all restaurants need chicken, then I'll go and set up. If the all restaurants need chicken, how many? If you visit most Nigerian restaurants, they sell small chicken. You hardly see a big chicken. So if you're targeting Nigerian restaurant, your bird should not be more than 3 kg. 2 kg is okay, or even 1.5. And if you're supplying to companies that use it for, say, what is it called? That grind it to sausage. Those ones, they will not buy a bird of 5 kg. For what? So you need to know their purchasing power. Their purchasing power is to buy 1 kg. Once I raise my birds and they hit 1 kg, I dispose. People will say, 4 weeks old chick is not big. That is not my business. My market say is big, I sell to them. If my market say, okay, 2 kg is the biggest for us, once it hit 2 kg, being it week 1 or week 2, I will sell to them. So that is what you need to do. And then the next thing I'm doing is I'll consider value addition carefully. That is where the money is. In agriculture, if you don't do value addition, you will not make money. Now, I've explained in detail, and if you join my Telegram channel, there are some books that I've put there, that I've written and I put there for free, where I explain what value addition is. Value addition could be processing, it could be transportation or translocation. That is, if you move 1 bag of beans here in Kano to Port Harcourt, that 1 bag of beans that was 100,000 here might be sold in Port Harcourt for 200,000. What happened? Location. So if you pick that 1 bag and process it to beans flour for moi moi and akara that we use mostly in Nigeria, you will make more money. So what you have succeeded in doing, that you have added value to it. So what I'm considering to do is that this is a long-term plan, though I will not start it from day one, because it will require a lot of financial involvement, and it's like you're setting up a new business entirely. So you will not be able to do it as a beginner. But what I'm planning to do is that as I set up my poultry farm, build it to 10,000 capacity or 100,000 capacity, I'll be processing my birds. I'll be processing my broilers and selling the processed meat, supplying meat. It will give me more money. It will give you more money than selling live birds. But this is not what I will start from day one, because from day one, I will not have the financial capacity to do it. But if you do it from day one, that is where you make money. And why I say it will be like an entirely new business. If you're going into processing of broilers to finished product and supplying to supermarket, frozen meat shop, you need to buy equipment. And the truth is, your farm alone will not be able to supply you all the meat. So you need to be sourcing from other farmers to process in your facilities. So you're setting up a new business and you're skillfully leaving primary production into value addition. That is where the money is. That is where the money is. But personally, I will not be able to jump into starting that because I don't have the funding, I don't have the time, I don't have the facilities yet. So I will start with what my money can start. Now, After I've run this business, I've done my value addition, I've started making money, I will now use the profit I'm making to invest in another sector. I will diversify my investment portfolio. I will not leave all my money in agriculture. I've done that before. When my farm failed, I did not have one investment from anywhere. So all my money was in agriculture. Everything I had was in agriculture. My life was in agriculture. I did not have, say, okay, maybe I set up a filling station somewhere, or a hotel somewhere, or a school somewhere, or an event center somewhere, or I have a shop where I'm distributing Coca-Cola product, for example, or I have a shop where I sell clothes. Do you get? Or I have a restaurant. These are different business. So if I make money now, I can pick, okay, now we are making pure profit. Which industry is profitable for us? It could be tourism. We just go into hospitality, sorry. We just go and build a hotel. Or it could be, let's invest in education. We can go and build a school. Now, when I do that, I might not be the one that is managing it, but due to the knowledge I've gathered, I can position people there who can manage the business for me, and I'll be able to monitor it. So I will not make the mistake of putting all my money in agriculture like I've done before. When I invested everything, my life, my time, everything in agriculture, when that business failed, to feed in my house, it was my parents. Because I made a vow that I will never call anybody to beg for money, because many people that are supposed to beg deleted my number, blocked me. Unfortunately, some of them even unfriend me on Facebook. I was a global risk to them. If this guy call me now, he's broke, he will start asking me for money. So they left me alone. So I sat down and I said, this was foolishness. Invested hundreds of millions in agriculture, everything. Agriculture is not bad, but you can't keep all your money in agriculture. Keep another one in real estate. Maybe you have properties that you have for rent. Maybe like 2 bedroom, 10 pieces. You have it somewhere. So with that investment in that location, now that you don't have agriculture is down, that one can be giving money. And sometimes even if it's not down, you can pick money from there and inject in agriculture, because I have some season where you might make losses. Let's assume I have investment in real estate. I have like a lot of 2 bedroom units in Abuja, Lagos, Port Harcourt, and then my company failed. I'll just go and sell maybe 3-4 pieces and have enough capital to invest back into the main company. So the main company is agriculture, but that agriculture have bet other companies. You can't start from day one by doing that, because you will not have the capital. But after mastering this one, making profit through my value addition, I will use that money and invest in other sectors. It could be in health. I can set up a pharmaceutical company and employ people that are good at that to manage it for me. I'm a business person. So this is how I plan to restart my farm, and this is my future plan. So if you're starting out your farm, number one, I say look at your staff, then consider your farm location, your factory location, then study the demand. When you're done with the demand, understand the purchasing power of your market carefully. Don't say everybody eat fish. You'll be surprised at the end of the day that you have your fish, they'll be fully matured, then you don't have a market for it. People reach out to me, I have cassava, nowhere to sell. Why? They didn't study. Then when you know your market purchasing power, target value addition. I can't shout this enough. Consider value addition if you want to make money in agriculture. Consider value addition if you want to make money from agriculture. And this is one of the reasons why we are not making money from agriculture in Africa, because we focus just on primary production. Nobody is doing value addition. We are the largest producers of cassava, but when it comes to cassava starch, we are making $0.0. How many companies are processing starch in Nigeria? Not recent that it just came. How many companies are doing ethanol with cassava in Nigeria? How many entrepreneurs are investing in that? So these are places that make money. These are areas that you can make money. How many people are doing chocolate in Nigeria or Ghana or Ivory Coast, where we produce cocoa? We export it raw, and those guys use the raw one to make millions. We have $0 in it. How about yam flour? Nobody is doing yam flour in Benue State. We are the largest producer of yam. It's just there. It wastes on daily basis. Nobody, no single small factory in Benue State that is into yam flour production. Very sad. No single orange juice production factory in Benue State. We have massive orange. My dad have an orchard, no end. So if you don't do value addition, you will not make money in agriculture. Thank you for listening to today's sermon. Study, listen to this video again, follow the route, follow these keys, and see how agriculture will open up for you. Thank you. I remain Dennison, your billionaire farmer. Please subscribe to this channel.